well, subject matter expert, business analyst as well. And nowadays I'm working as a project manager in TC itself only. So that is about me. Okay. Now I believe we should start now. Okay. Let me share my screen. Just let me know once it is visible to you.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Minimize this. Is it visible to you guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start with the ERP. Okay. So that is a query for you guys as well. What is an ERP? What do you understand by it?
So
That's a
ERP,
query for you.
ERP is a SAP version, right, sir?
ERP is the SAP version. No, it's not a version actually. It's a type. It's a category of the SAP. Yes, Vikram, you were also saying something.
no, ERP means the accounting tool, sir, for day-to-day whatever transactions is there that we need to
We can
update.
record those transactions, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. Allow me to add something there. Okay. Basically, every application has some certain category. Okay. For example, e-commerce is a category of the application. Correct? Is a category of the application. For example, Flipkart and Snapdeal, okay, Amazon. These are the name of the application. ERP is a category, okay, not a version. Is a category, and e-commerce is a category of the application. Messaging app is the category of the application. Okay, we have multiple other ERPs as well apart from SAP. Okay, clear, guys? Now, what is the meaning of this particular term? ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Basically, company has multiple departments. Usually multiple companies has multiple departments, such as we have the purchase department, we have the sale department, inventory, account, CRM, sale, right, etc., etc.,
Yes.
HR, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
we have a centralized system. This is the another name of ERP system, centralized system, which is used to integrate those modules. Okay, that means all the the department of the industry will be connected to a single console, single ERP console. Okay, so that we can have a sync among these these department. Okay, such as purchase, payroll, CRM, accounting, inventory, sales, vendor management, manufacturing, right? So that we can have a sync. For example, let's say manufacturing department needs some particular raw material. Okay, this is the job of manufacturing department to manufacture the item that demands some raw material, some the items, tools by which they can manufacture the item. Okay, so they don't need to apply it in another system. With the help of same system only, they can raise the request from the purchase team. At the same time, sales team will have the knowledge about the the how much stock they have in a manufacturing, how much they stock they have at inventory side, and how much stock we need to purchase. Right. Same goes for accounting entries. For the accounting entries, let's say these purchasing, these the sales, inventory, manufacturing, these are going to impact the accounting entries only. Like Vikram mentioned, like SAP is one of the tool which also not only which also record the all the accounting transaction. Clear, guys? So it is a centralized system, okay, by which you can integrate all the departments of the organization. Clear? Clear, guys? Or do we have any query? Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, my bad. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier as well, we have the separate type of multiple type of ERPs actually in a market. It's not like SAP is the only vendor to provide the ERP application. We have Microsoft as well, Microsoft Dynamics. We have the Oracle ERP as well from the Oracle side. We have some customized ERP as well. We have the PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, SAP, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so but SAP has the the maximum stakeholder, maximum shareholder in the market. You can say around 80% of market already has been covered by the SAP, especially in case of finance, in case of MM, in case of SD or EWM. Okay, so in the and costing as well, especially in these modules, these department, the SAP has kind of a monopoly. Almost 90%, sorry, more than 80% organizations are using the SAP only. Okay, like I told you that SAP is used to manage the multiple department. Okay, that is why we have the the multiple the modules of the SAP on the basis of multiple department, such as we have the finance FI side, finance accounting, we have the CO controlling, we have for the costing part, asset accounting to manage the asset, SG, PP, QM, PM, PS, plant, HR. Around more than 150 modules are there. These are some of the popular ones. Okay, in this particular course, SAP FICO, we are going to cover complete FI. Okay, complete FI, some part of CO, and complete asset accounting. Okay, SG, integration of FI and SG, and MM as well. I believe the course content already has been shared by the by the counselors.
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
Is that so? Is it for everyone or for Vikram only? Hello, is this for Kavya as well or for Vikram only, or is it fine now? Guys, it
Sir,
really
even me too, sir.
okay. Right now it is fine or it is still breaking?
Yeah, it's fine now, sir.
Great. There might be a network glitch. Okay. Um. So what we were discussing, I was explaining you the course content, whatever we are going to discuss in this particular course. So I was mentioning the complete FI. We are going to discuss about it, some part of CO, asset accounting, and FI integration with SG and MM. This is something which we are going to discuss in this course. Although we have the integration of FI with PP as well, with the HR as well, with the multiple modules. Because the point is, FI is the base of everything. Okay, base of everything. Even if either you are going to purchase or procure anything, if you are going to sell anything, even the depreciation will be there, or the for the costing as well, FI is something which is needed. Even in HRMS as well, we have something called as payroll and all that. Okay, so in that scenario, FI is required there as well. Okay, so that is why FI is one of the biggest module we have in complete SAP. Okay, if you are going to compare it with the MM module and all that, we don't need that much duration, or we don't have that many topics in other modules. But in FI we have those in FI, and we have one more module called as CRM. These are the two biggest module we have in SAP FI. Clear, guys? So we will try to cover all of them. Will that be fine? Okay, so these are the all modules of the FI. Okay, so SAP modules are department into two part. Okay, like every other software, in SAP as well, we have the two categories of the SAP application. Okay, one of them is the functional side, another one is the technical side. So since you guys are the functional guy, and this FI is the functional module we have for the SAP. Okay, we have some other functional modules as well, such as PP, MM, SD, okay, WM, QM, EWM, HR, CRM, etc., etc. These all are the functional module of the SAP. Okay, but we have this some technical side as well, so we will discuss about those some of the technical part here as well. Okay, like with this function module, I'm going to cover some of the technical part as well, because for so many client requirement, we expect a techno functional guy. So complete FI and some technical part of FIA we are going to cover in this course. Okay. Okay, guys. Do we have any query yet? These are the technical modules we have for SAP. ABAP, 11, NetWeaver, Basis, BIW. ABAP is something we are going to use this term multiple times. Okay. ABAP is the programming language which is used to perform the customization in SAP. Okay. Do we have any query yet, guys? Hello. Am I audible to you guys? Guys, try to make this session interactive. It will be great if you guys can reward me. Either you are able to understand or some queries there, right? It will be great. At
Sir,
least you guys
actually,
can.
your voice is not clear, so.
Okay, just give me a moment. Let me switch the network. Okay,
Okay.
just give me a moment. switching method. Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I was explaining, I was explaining about the okay, yeah, it should be fine now. Yeah. So what I was explaining about. Yes, guys, am I audible properly?
Not clearly, sir.
Hello, hello. Am I audible now?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yes, sir.
I believe when I switch the network, then system throw me out the call. Okay. So yeah. So what I was explaining, just let me know, especially in WhatsApp. Okay, you are not being me on WhatsApp as well. Okay. Just let me know if you will face any issue with the voice. Okay. So what I explained to you about the different department, or different modules of the SAP. Okay, and the course content of the FI. I also have explained you about the SAP functional side as well as technical side. Okay, technical modules as well. So do we have any query in that?
No, sir.
Okay, so we have the different versions. Let me check if my screen is visible. Okay, so we have the different version of the SAP as well. Like the first version was 1979. R by 2 was introduced in 1979. R3 in 1992. ECC in 2004, and the latest one is S4 HANA 2015. Even the whatever server will be provided to you, or whatever I'm teaching you to you, that will be on S4 HANA, which is the latest version, 2022 or 23 version of the S4 HANA, which we are going to use to discuss about the FI, SAP FI. Okay. Now that is the about the SAP FI. Now the next topic in SAP will be the SAP landscape. Okay, in SAP landscape, basically it is nothing but the system, but the combination of three different server. Okay, now this server, this is one of the very common topics. So have you ever heard about this term server? Yes, guys, are you aware about this term server? Have you ever heard about it? Usually,
No, sir.
usually we receive the message from the bank that the server is down, so that you cannot they send the money, you cannot they perform the transaction because server is down. Server is nothing but the like a machine only, like we have the laptop, okay, virtual machine where our application will be installed, okay, where the live data is, where the data is there, okay, whatever work we are doing on the basis of that data is stored at the server only. Okay, so if I'll talk about server, okay, there will be a three type of server we need if you want to implement the SAP FI in any organization. Not only SFI, in any SAP module in any organization. Got it? The first one is the development server where we are going to develop the stuff configuration. Second one is the quality one where we are going to test the our configuration. Last one is the production system live server where end user is going to use that. Now, before proceeding, I have a query to you guys. Okay. After this SAP course, you will become the functional consultant, correct? SAP functional consultant, correct? What do you understand by this? What is the SAP functional consultant? Higher boss. Yeah. Yes, guys. Any idea about it? What is the functional consultant? Arbaz, Vikram, Kavya, any of you? Am I audible to you guys? You guys are on mute if you are speaking anything. Hello.
A functional consultant connects business users and the technical team.
Correct. Okay. Basically, the job of the functional consultant is to capture the requirement. Okay. See, this could be the interview question as well. You are calling yourself as a BFI functional consultant. So, what is the meaning of this particular term? What you do? Okay, you should be aware about roles and responsibility of the functional consultant first. Then only we can proceed further. Okay, and then only you will be able to understand the stuff properly. Okay, so SAP functional consultant is going to capture the requirement. Okay, is going to capture the requirement from the client. Okay, let's say client is already having a business now, if they want to implement the SAP, use the SAP for their work, right? So in that scenario they will have some requirement there, they will have some as is process. Okay, as is process which is called as current process, means whatever they are using right now. Okay, that is used as that is called as is process and or the current process. Okay, so as a functional consultant you are going to capture the requirement are nothing but their current process, either they are doing they are the maintaining the things manually, or they are using some Excel file to do that, or using some other ERP as well. Okay, so that as well, that as is process which is also called as current process could be a manual process, or could be the semi-automated process as well, right? So your client is going to give you the requirement in the form of as is process. Clear? Okay, and sometimes you will have to understand the legacy system. Legacy system means whatever system they are following right now, that is called as legacy system. Okay, so we need to understand that as well, how they are the following the requirement, how they are following the process. Okay, so that is called as requirement. As a functional consultant you are going to understand that, and accordingly you will have to translate those requirement in a form of to be requirement, or I should say desire process, or I should say the configuration, which you are going to perform in standard SAP system. Clear, guys? SAP is already developed application. Okay, SAP is already developed application, so you are not going to develop any application, right? But you will be a mediator, like Kavya mentioned. You will be a mediator between the business team, that means client, as well as technical team. Okay, so how you will work as a mediator? You are going to capture the requirement from that client, and you are going to translate those requirement to a technical team so that they can understand the requirement, or you can convert the requirement in a form of configuration as well, so that you can yourself can configure the requirement. Okay, because sometimes what happen, like I told you, SAP is already developed application. You don't need to develop anything, you don't need to worry about the software and all that. Okay, you will not, although it is a part of software, but any coding will not be there. Okay, but at the same time, you need to translate those requirements so that you can configure that into a SAP. Okay, that is the purpose of any other application, right guys? To automate the process. So SAP is also going to automate their manual or current process, right? Like you need to understand in a requirement what are their pain areas, what are the challenges they are following, and what are their the existing process, as is process what they are following. Okay, guys, do we have any query yet?
So what is the difference between SAP ECC and S4 HANA?
It is the version of the SAP. Okay, like you mentioned, na, ERP is not a version. ECC and S4 HANA are the different version. The latest version is S4 HANA. It's like we have the different version of Androids. Okay, Android has the different version, KitKat, and nowadays I am not sure what is the version number, 10 point something or 12 point something. Okay, and it's like the version of cell phone as well, right? Like iPhone 14, 15, 16, 17. Similarly, we have some the additional features available in S4HANA, which we are going to discuss in the upcoming session, step by step, because lots of functionality they have introduced in S4HANA. Even S4HANA as well, we have a different version as well. Like I told you, the latest one is 2022 or 23 version number, which we are going to use to discuss about the SAP. Okay, apart from that, any other query, guys? Guys, first thing, functional consultant role should be clear, then only you will be go through that. Ask me ask me the maximum question, whatever question you have in mind. The purpose is you should be able to understand the stuff. Okay, the purpose is not to complete the course. Take your time, whatever queries you have, ask me. Okay, but the first main thing, in a very first step, if you want to understand the SAP, let's say if you want to be a doctor, so first you need to understand what doctor is going to do, what is the roles of the doctor, what are the roles of doctors, right? Then you can understand further stuff, what are the type of doctors and what are the things they are going to do. Same goes for here as well. Okay, a functional consultant is going to work as a translator between the business team and the technical team. He's going to convert the requirement in a form of configuration, which we are going to configure into the SAP. At the same time, if some functionality is not, you cannot complete that using the standard SAP, which is already developed. In that scenario, you will have to involve the development team, a web developer. In that scenario, you will have to share the requirement to the developers. Okay, to the developers. Again, they will not be able to understand the simple as is process. You will have to convert the requirement. That is why I use the term translate. You translate the requirement. They will not be able to understand row level of requirement, and client is going to give you the row level of requirement. So you are a translator. Okay, a facilitator between the business team as well as technical team. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
See, purpose of any software is the automation. Do you agree with this statement? You can pick any application like WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp is used to automate the letter system. Earlier, we used to have the letter system. Okay, we used to write the letters, and your postman was there. We used to post the letters with the help of postman. Right, this is what we did. Okay, but nowadays, even before that as well, we had the the SMS features, where we were sending the message over the network. Nowadays we are sending the message over the internet using the WhatsApp. So this is the automation only. Correct, this is the automation only. Same goes for SAP as well. That means the processes are already there, you are simply automating that. So for that, we have the standard software SAP to automate, like Vikram mentioned, financial records, right? All other stuffs as well. Like I mentioned you that multiple modules are there for the multiple departments of the organization. Okay, for everything, I believe we have for every work we have the modules in SAP related to the organization. Okay, guys. So that is the purpose of the SAP, and you will be a functional consultant by doing these activity. Okay. So to discuss the requirement with the client, it demands some domain knowledge, and to discuss the requirement with the technical teams, it demands some technical knowledge. So we are going to discuss both of them. Okay, like I mentioned here as well, that SAP landscape. SAP landscape is the combination of three different server. Okay, development system where we are going to develop the stuff. Then once we are going to develop or configure the requirement, then we are going to move the requirement to the quality assurance server, and finally the production server. Okay, where end user is going to use that. Okay, develop, test. I'm not here to hear your voice, or you are not able to hear my voice. Kavya, Arbas, am
Yes,
I
sir.
audible to you?
Yeah, sir. It's audible.
I believe, Vikram, there is an issue with your side only. Can you try to rejoin? Arbas, is that clear to
Am I
you?
audible, sir?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible.
Okay.
Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir, you are clearly audible. No worries.
Vikram, I believe there is the issue with your side. Okay. Although with this statement, I can understand that you are not here to hear me. Okay, but I can understand what you are trying to say. Okay, so server is clear, guys. It's a high level idea about the server. Okay, landscape. But now if we will discuss in detail, in a development server we have multiple client, you can say the multiple gateways to connect with the same server. Okay, the first one is the golden client, again important for interview as well. That golden client where we perform the functional configuration. Okay, golden client is a place where we perform the functional configuration, right? And we will be a functional consultant, so we will have to the perform the configuration. We need the access. Okay, so basis developer is going to provide us these access. The number could be anything, which whatever the basis developer is going to provide me. Even if I'm going to show you the SAP access, login access, I'm not sure you guys already have that access or not. SAP access here as well, whenever you will try to log in, you will get the client option also. Okay, let me show you. This is the client 300. Okay, whatever I am using. Okay, so number could be anything. Okay, number could be anything. So golden client is something, the client in a dev server which is provided to the functional consultant. Okay, so that they can perform the functional configuration. Okay, for the above developer, for the customization and above developer, we have the separate client in a dev server only, where they are going to develop the things. And whatever we have configured, whatever we have developed, for that we need to perform the unit testing as well. We need to test that functionality. For that we have the test client. Okay, at the dev server only. Okay, so at least these three clients are required to perform the dev client work. Okay, to perform the functional configuration. Apart from that, we could have the extra client as well, which is the sandbox client, which is used to rough for exploration purpose. Let's say you want to explore something, check something. For that you can do the that work in a sandbox. Clear? Then once the we have tested, configure and tested the feature, then we are going to move our configuration and code to the quality server to perform the system integration testing. Now what is the system integration testing? The the testing which we use to make, to check if any other module work has not impacted our work or not, or our module work has not impacted to the another work. Because there will be thousand of the functionality which we are going to move to the QA server. There will not be the only FI developers, sorry, FI consultant. There will be other consultant as well, such as MMSG, etc., etc. So they are also going to do their work parallelly. Okay, so when you are going to move the all the changes to the QA server, then with the name we can understand that integration means all the modules work we are going to check. We means every consultant is going to check their module if it is working properly or not, because there might be a chance the another module can impact our module work as well, right? So that is why, this we perform this type of testing at a QA server, system integration testing. That while integrating the modules, what kind of the issues we have occurred. If there is no issue, again to make sure we have performed this type of testing. Apart from that, we have the another client to perform the user acceptance testing as well. This will be done by the end user. Okay, this will be done by the end user. Okay, the end user is going. End user means whoever will be the client. Okay, he is going to perform the UAT, user acceptance testing, to check whatever we are delivering that is as per the given requirement or not. Okay, we have discussed that you are going to gather the requirement from a client, then you are going to configure that or share the requirement to the web developer. So now you have configured the feature, so client is going to perform a testing called as user acceptance testing. That means before accepting, he is going to check if it is working properly as per the given requirement or not, right? That is called as user acceptance testing. So these two client at least we need at a QA server. Okay, apart from that, we have one more client called as training client. Okay, where we are going to we can use for the training purpose, like I am giving you a training, or we need to train the client as well. Okay, we need to train the client as well, because this SAP could be a new application for them. We need to guide them how they are going to work on the application. They need some kind of a training, some kind of a KT, so that we can guide them how to work in this particular application. This is a new application, bit complicated as well. Okay, so they need to be aware about the navigation and all that. So it is a very rare chance that they might have already have the knowledge about the SAP. Got it, guys? Do we have any query related to SAP landscape? This is the SAP landscape. Yes, guys. Do we have any query?
For me, no so.
Great. This SAP landscape is important for an interview perspective. Although I'm going to share this document with you so that you can revise this stuff. As apart from that, you will get the recording of the session as well, which I believe Priyanka is your counselor. She is going to provide you. Okay. Next topic is the landscape topic. Okay. Sorry, transport request topic. Basically, to move the configuration and code from one server to another server, we need a carrier, and that carrier is called as TR, transport request. Okay, we are going to use the term TR only because industry use the same term only, TR. Okay, so TR is nothing but kind of a bus where you are going to save your all the configuration, all the changes, and then you are going to export that to the QA or import from the QA by the QA. Okay, from the dev server. This is how your changes will move from one server to another server. Okay, so to move the changes from the TR from the dev to QA server, that is something which we expect from the functional consultant only. So you should know how to create the TR, how to import the TR from dev to QA. Apart from that, to move the TR from the QA to prod server, that is something which we expect from the basis developer, which is a technical guy. He creates the client as well. At the same time, he also export the TR from QA to prod server. Clear? So in today's session, in a practical session, what we are going to do, we are going to check how we can log in into the SAP. At the same time, how we can create the TR also. Okay, so this is the 300 client, and I'm going to log in into this SAP. Continue with this logon. Do we have any query yet, guys? Okay, so this is the SAP Easy Access, which will be available to the for the end user. And who will be the end user? Our client only. It could be a CA, it could be an audit team, it could be a finance guy. Okay. Once you log in, this will be the access we have for the end user. Okay. This is the this is the the T code bar which we are going to use to run the T code. Now, what are the T codes? T codes are nothing but the shortcuts. okay, to open a particular screen, like we have in laptop as well, control A, control C, control V. Similarly, we have the T codes here as well in SAP to open a particular screen. For example, I'm going to use SPRO. After that, I'm going to click on the SAP reference IMG. IMG is implementation guide. So after that, I will be able to see this screen. This is the functional consultant screen. So as a functional consultant, you need to learn how the work of the end user. At the same time, you need to learn the functional consultant work as well. Okay, so these are the options we have for the end user. Okay, on clicking that, you can open a new session or you can say new tab as well. And on clicking on mentioning slash and enter, you can end the session as well, close the session as well. Clear? So today we are going to learn how to create the TR. Okay, like I told you, TR is used to carry, is like a bus who is going to carry your changes. So first you are going to create a TR, then you are going to do whatever configuration and developments are required. Then you are going to record those changes into the TR, and then you are going to release the TR. Okay, from the QA you can directly import the TR. Okay, that is how things work in SAP. Okay, so we have a T code to create the TR, which is SE10. SE10. Now this is the create button. On clicking that, we have two type of TR, customizing and workbench. Customizing is used for the functional consultant. Okay, workbench is used for the development perspective. If you are creating a TR for the web developer, then you should pick workbench TR. In case of functional consultant work, you will have to pick the customizing request. Okay, take. Now you are going to give the name. Okay, this name should also explain what features you are going to store in this TR. Okay, because 100 of TRs will be there, and different consultant is going to create the different TR. Okay, so their sequence of TR is also important. Let's say some particular feature, let's say your GL, it is completely dependent on the first TR on which you have created the chart of accounts. Okay, so if mistakenly your next TR number 2 has been released first, then it will not work properly because it is dependent on previous TR and which you have not installed yet. Okay, so let's say in this I'm going to give the description enterprise structure. Let's say go December 4th batch. And these are the users who will be able to add the configuration in this particular TR. So you can control those users as well, those consultant as well, who will be able to access your TR or will be able to store the configuration is your TR. I mean, you don't want that any other guy should be able to access your TR. Okay, on clicking save button, my TR will be created. This is the number which is automatically generated for my TR. This is the client which I have used to create the TR 300. This is a user what I have used to create the TR, and this is the description. Clear, guys? Right now, this TR is in a modifiable status. This one. That means you can add as many as configuration in this. Okay. Once you are good with the all the configuration, what you can do, you can convert the status to the release by clicking this particular truck icon. Okay, you on clicking that you can on selecting that, and after clicking this one you can release the TR. That means this particular TR has been freeze. Now you cannot make any changes to this TR. Okay, and after that we are going to move the TR to the QA server or another server. So that means you first need to convert to import the TR to the QA server. The TR status should be in freeze status, release status. Okay, if you want to check like whatever TR you have is there, okay, or you want to check your TR, you can again come on the same screen using the T code SE10. Now you are going to mention your username and display. That is how you can see list of TR which already has been created at this client. Okay, this is our TR, enterprise structure SAP FICO December 4th batch. Clear, guys? So this is your assignment as well. You need to create the multiple TRs as so that you can be familiar with the SAP navigation. Okay, that is the the assignment for you as well. Do we have any query, guys? Guys, do we have any query or any issue with the assignment? Yes, Kavya, Arbaz, Vikram. Like I told you earlier as well, SAP functional consultant is going to move the TR from the dev server to the QA server using the T code SGMS. This T code he is going to use for that. Okay, and to move the TR from the QA to prod, this is something which we expect from the basis developer. Okay, guys? Clear, guys? Or do we have any query? Guys, do we have any query?
Sir, can you explain one more time how to create that user?
Not user, TR. Okay, for that, again, let me close the session one more time. Okay, the T code is SE10. Again, mention in a notes as well, whatever soft copy I'm going to provide to you. Then this is the create icon. On clicking that, you can select the customize the TR, and then you can write the description. That is on clicking save button, you can create the TR. This is the process to create the TR. That is the assignment for you guys as well. Okay. And you can also display the TR. You can mention your username. You can click on the display button and list of TR will be there. So your TR should be displayed here. Clear? That is the assignment for you. Okay. And that was the agenda for today. Some theoretical base part so that you can understand rest of this stuff. Apart from that, there is one more theoretical topic is there, and which we will cover at a later stage. Rest of the topics will be a completely practical topics. Okay. Okay, guys. So if you don't, yes, Kavya, you were asking something. I'm sorry.
Nothing, sir.
So that was the agenda for today. Okay. Let's connect in another session. A small assignment for you as well for the practice purpose as well, which I believe you can complete. If you feel any issue, you can always ping in a group. Okay. We can discuss about the issues. I'll help you in the practice as well. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.